Conservative new media viewers, we've got some news from the 2012 NBA Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder have defeated the visiting Miami Heat tonight in Game 1 of the 2012 NBA Finals. The game took place at Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. OKC now leads the best-of-7 game series 1-0. The final score of the game was 105-94 for the Thunder. We'll include several links to stories about this game in the video description below the video player as soon as we can. The first of those links will be to the box score and video highlights of tonight's contest. We'll give you some commentary and analysis on this game and this series in just a moment, but first we'll run through the game details quickly. This game was a story of two different halves, or really 1.5 quarters versus 2.5 quarters. In the first 18 minutes or so of this game, the Heat looked unbeatable. They were hitting open threes, playing great defense, and basically doing whatever they wanted. Miami led by 13 points somewhere around the halfway mark of the second quarter. But then, Oklahoma City picked up its intensity, began to attack more on offense, and run harder on the fast break, and the complexion of the game turned completely around. By halftime, Miami's lead was down to 7 points. By the end of the third quarter, OKC led by 1 point. And in that fourth quarter, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook took over. Durant scored at least 15 points in the fourth period, and I believe Westbrook added 6 more. The Heat, behind LeBron James, fought back, but the tide had turned earlier in the contest, and it wasn't turning back again. The Thunder simply ran away from Miami in the fourth period and sewed up a fairly easy win. Kevin Durant led OKC with 36 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Russell Westbrook added 27 points, 8 boards, and 11 dimes. Only one other Thunder player had double figures in scoring, and that was Serge Ibaka with 10 points. LeBron James finished with 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Dwayne Wade chipped in with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. Shane Battier added 17 points, including 4 three-pointers. The Thunder now lead the series 1-0. Game 2 will take place on Thursday, June 14th in Oklahoma City. Now for some commentary and analysis on tonight's game and this series. First, Miami might have blown their best chance at winning a game in Oklahoma City this series. If the Heat end up losing this finals, they are likely to look back on this game with regret. Second, once the Thunder found their second gear in the second quarter, Miami simply could not keep up. I'm not sure if this is because Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh are dealing with injuries, but whatever the case may be, it's a very bad sign for the Heat going forward in this series. Miami, which is so used to outrunning and outgunning opponents, is now facing an opponent that is better at scoring and the fast break than they are. Huge problem for the Heat, who are not known as masters of the half-court offense. Third, Kevin Durant scores easier than does LeBron James. That seems like a simple statement, but it is extremely important in this series. Kevin Durant can get his shot at any time and shoots very well from the outside, where his length allows him to shoot over defenders with ease. LeBron James, on the other hand, is not a particularly good outside shooter. Further, James is in the midst of changing his offensive game to a more post-up oriented one. But that process isn't finished, and even when it is finished, it still allows defenders to sag in on him, as happened in the fourth quarter of this game. Durant, raising up from the outside, does not have that problem. And what this means is that it is likely that OKC will be able to score points easier than the Heat in this series. Fourth and finally, Miami can win this series, but I think their margin of error is a lot less than the Thunder's margin of error. Miami has to keep their turnovers down, slow the pace down, and score efficiently on offense. On the other hand, even when one of the Thunder's big three does not play well, as was the case with James Harden tonight, OKC can still beat the Heat. So this series, barring any unforeseen new injuries, is a lot more winnable for the Thunder than for the Heat. But we're a long way still from deciding who will win it. Share your thoughts about this game in the comments section below. How great was Kevin Durant in the fourth quarter of this game? How awesome was Russell Westbrook in the second half? Can Miami still win this series? You tell us below. Also, please be sure to let us know what you thought about this video by clicking on the thumbs up or thumbs down button underneath the video player. Thanks. Finally, we encourage you to come and join the fun on the Conservative New Media Facebook group. You will find the link to the group in the video description. This is NBA expert Paul F. Villarreal, and you're watching Conservative New Media. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.